Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
So an ad about blue jeans has people talking about eugenics and the KKK, and it won't let me enjoy a Sydney Sweeney ad, and I'm very upset about it. Before we proceed, I'd like to say that earlier in the show we did cover Gaza and education funding, the assault on the freedom of the press, and all manner of things that is actually important. This is the end of the show. This is not the most important thing in my estimation or anything else. It is purely me being upset that you went from a jeans ad about her boobs to eugenics so fast. Here's the thing, everyone's like, oh, this is, so a lot of people are upset because they're like, Sydney Sweeney's talking about her genes. She's a white blonde girl, and so did the Nazis. And it just glosses over the fact that 500 times out of 502, when people the age and style of ad execs say that someone has good genes, they are talking about, especially when that woman's 18 to 30 years old, they're talking about the size of parts of her body.
Basically.
500 times out of 501, the genes community, the 501 genes community is talking about her yo-yams. And they're talking obliquely because the alternative is doing what John does as soon as the camera cuts off, where he goes, "Auga,"
and then my tongue unrolls,
and
my eyes pop out.
I actually wrote this down. Here's what I wrote before you saw that. They're talking obliquely because the alternative is talk like John, who goes, why you ya mama woohoo. Then his face turns into a cartoon dog and his tongue falls out of his head and he has to roll it back up like a carpet.
I do that.
This is, if you're gonna be mad at this, I understand. My garbage person is basically all of America, because this story invites the kind of recreational outrage that just what are we do? What is happening? I don't know how to be pissed at this, because my guess would when people talk about genetic gifts, they're talking about yo-yams. And then when they're over 40, when they say, oh, she has good genes, they're talking about how she doesn't age, that she ages in a way that is better than the impossible standard we have for women aging. But it's not, and it claimed Stephen Colbert along the way. Stephen Colbert shared the claims people have about it, saying that it accused American Eagle of promoting eugenics, white supremacy, and Nazi propaganda, so that he could make this joke about a similar ad for Mein Comfort jeans.
Comfort fit.
But there's people calling out the campaign through the awesome power of the getting ready with me makeup tutorial process, as evidenced in this photo, about which the same ad campaign would say she has great jeans. It's so weird. I hate America for getting us in this, having the history where this is the part of the conversation. I used to work, I worked at a talent agency that American Eagle hired because they have trouble they had trouble in 2004 beating Abercrombie because they have no brand identity.
Yeah,
they copied a Brooke Shields ad from long ago. I don't want to spend time harping on this, but I feel like it goes so hard, and some of the wording in it is just I hate blonde white people.
Wait, who's saying I hate blonde white people?
Everybody, the way they talk about it, she's a blonde white. It's yes, I know that, but we're missing the reason that she gets cast and things at the get-go.
Look, I get it, and it is stupid, but my issue has been, it's the right pretending that, you could say you're going too far with criticism of it being about the race science, even though that's
which you are,
is what it's invoking. But you can say you're going too far. But the right isn't doing that. Ted Cruz isn't doing it. He's they're coming out against beautiful women. No,
Right,
they're
and-
not.
and
That's
this
not
is
at
the-
all. Nobody's like, the left isn't like, you can't cast Sydney Sweeney. She's
Yes,
too
they are.
conventionally pretty.
Yes, they are.
Nobody's saying that. What's that?
There are plenty of people that say that all the time.
Well, I don't.
Okay,
I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter.
There's tons of people who are like,
I'm
you
not
can't
saying
cast
that.
white people in anything. And I understand reasons in certain scenarios why casting decisions are larger than that. The best take on it, you should watch the show The Studio, where people overcorrect and undercorrect, don't realize they're
great
horrible.
show.
And that's why you need to have this one takeaway, I think. You can call me a piece of crap.
I will.
If your intention in getting involved in this conversation is because you're bored, or you just want to be an a-hole to someone you're mad at, and that applies to anybody. If you do actually care, great, have the conversation. I am not calling those people garbage. I'm calling people garbage who just didn't realize this was their one passion project until this arose. That goes for people who are like, oh, there's no white couples in commercials anymore. And it goes for people who are like, any other issue that they might have. Like if I get very upset when I'm sitting there watching like, oh, you guys are just pretending to care, or you just really hate a kind of person.
I think you're pretending to be mad for that reason. I think you just don't like the criticisms of Sydney Sweeney. I think that's what it is. And I think that if this had been Dua Lipa, I think your head might have literally exploded on camera. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Anyway,
Well, it all applies, John. Subreddit celeb NSFW.
Wait, what? What?
Nothing? What's your garbage person?
I
John?
literally didn't make out the word you said before the acronym. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to play that back.
If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.